The Super Bowl had an average of 123.4 million viewers on Sunday night, the most-watched telecast in history and the second most-watched U.S. broadcast event behind the Apollo 11 moon landing. The previous record belonged to last year's Super Bowl, which drew 115.1 million average viewers. CBS Sports announced the astonishing figures less than 24 hours after the Kansas City Chiefs lifted the Lombardi Trophy. The Chiefs, flanked by support from Taylor Swift for her tight end boyfriend Travis Kelce, defeated the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 in a gripping overtime win to emerge victorious in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Only the Apollo 11 moon landing was watched by more people in history, with an estimated average of between 125 to 150 million viewing the 1969 event live between multiple networks. On CBS itself, 120 million people watched the game, the largest audience in history for a single network. Incredibly, more than 200 million viewers watched at least part of the Super Bowl across all networks and streams that were broadcasting the game. Swift was shown on CBS broadcast of the Super Bowl for 54 seconds on Sunday night, equal to less than 1% of the entire time the game was on. The rest of the top 10 most-watched events of all time are all Super Bowls dating back to 2011, demonstrating that while Swift will likely have impacted viewership numbers, games are still extremely popular without the pop star. The Super Bowl was up 7% in viewership from last year. Final Nielsen data will be available soon. The game's total audience was up 10% from last year. Univision averaged more than 2.2 million viewers, the highest for a Super Bowl for a Spanish-language network. Paramount Plus, CBS streaming service, also had a record-setting audience for the Super Bowl. NFL regular season games averaged 17.9 million viewers in 2023, tied for the second highest since averages were first tracked in 1995. Millions of Swift's fans have tuned into several Chiefs games throughout the season, helping the NFL set ratings records throughout its season. The anti-hero singer's likely in-person attendance at the Super Bowl likely made millions of her fans tune in to see her cheering on Kelce. Although the Super Bowl set plenty of U.S. broadcast records, its viewership is dwarfed by other televised events worldwide. The most-watched global event was the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, which had 4 billion viewers worldwide in September 2022. 9 events have garnered at least 1 billion viewers, including 3 sporting events. The opening ceremonies of the 1996 Summer Olympics is the number 2 watched event in history with 3.5 billion viewers. The rematch between Muhammad Ali and Leon Spinks in 1978, Ali's last win of his professional career, drew 2 billion viewers worldwide. The 2022 FIFA World Cup final garnered 1.5 billion viewers. This year's Super Bowl is the number 16 most-watched event in worldwide history. The game saw Kelce win his 3rd Super Bowl, with Swift cheering him on in the stands after racing back to Vegas from Japan, where she had played 4 straight shows on her Eras tour in Tokyo. The Chiefs trailed 10-3 at halftime, with Kelce only catching 1 pass for 1 yard after the game's first 2 quarters. He even came to blows with his head coach Andy Reid, shoving him and screaming in his face as the Chiefs' offense stuttered in the second quarter, but in the second half, Kelce showed his dominance to finish the game with 9 catches for 93 yards. The Chiefs repeated as Super Bowl champions as they defeated the Eagles in last year's championship game, the previous record holder for the largest audience from a single telecast, where Kelce went up against his older brother Jason to claim glory. Speaking after the game, Kelce said, "I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this and everything that just happened. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I've been able to go through 3 times now. It gets sweeter and sweeter every time. You know, the goal has always been to get 3. But we couldn't get here without getting that 2 and having that target on our back all year.